All right, I'm gonna do it. Altitude drop legs, we got 100. Take your time, make the reps count. If the rep sucks, I say don't count it and do it again. However, you also have 100, and I know you don't have all day to do this, so it's all good. Let's eventually, hopefully, all those reps will be solid. And I'll explain exactly what I'm doing and why, all the way from how I got up onto it to all the way from how I get down. First, I'm just gonna show you 5 reps. Now I'm gonna show you if those are harder, an easier way to do a rep that accomplishes pretty much the same thing. Again, it might look like I'm landing high, so I'm gonna start landing lower because I do want a half squat to a full. You want to stick the landing, absorb the force, make it quiet. Okay, now you see me doing it, I'm gonna explain it. You know all the main cues. You have to keep your upper body in position, you have to keep your core in position. Then when it comes to the lower body, obviously keep it in position, but you'll see the first thing I do is lift my leg up with my hip flexor because I want to lift my leg up so it comes at 90. I don't want to lift my leg up with my quad because then it'll come up like that. And then when I go to land, my legs will come down like that and trying to drive straight in the ground. So I can jump, move forward, move sideways, make any type of athletic functional move from there. Then going back, boom, it's going to go in your knee and your shin. You won't be absorbing the force. All that force will be going into areas that will eventually cause you an injury or chronic injuries. So that's super important. Hip flexor. Then you notice the next thing I do from here is lift this other hip flexor up. So my legs are in a squat in the air at 90 degrees. And I do that as quickly as possible as I can with these muscles because the quicker you move, the more appropriate things happen. Your brain has less time to question it and it does what it's supposed to do. So you notice when I pull down, it looks like my leg kicks out a little bit. That's just because I'm pulling back in the ground so quickly. Just that force kind of takes my leg and the quad has to kick in, so I have to reactivate my hamstrings and glutes to drive it through the floor. But the quad's actually barely getting used in any type of running stride unless you're jogging. That's also why people who run marathons and jog have knee issues. It's just so bad for your body. But if you love to do it, I get it. I'm just going to help you do it a little better so you can do it a little longer. So keep that in mind. That's how you land. Pop down, glutes to the rear. So you'll notice I basically want to come down right when I get to the ground and my foot's dorsiflex, but I pop that foot in the ground like that, boom. And that helps absorb the force with the hamstring and helps you keep quiet on the floor like a ninja. So you want to absorb the force, but you don't want to pull down and absorb it. You want to stick it and absorb it. So you pop the balls of your feet in the ground and boom, you'll feel your hamstrings after that pop, and if your glutes are in the right position, your knees aren't passing your toes, you'll feel your hamstrings just absorb that. You might get like a little dip, a little recoil from catching it, but eventually you'll be able to turn those muscles on quicker to absorb, and then you're good to go. It's all right if you go and you fall back a little. That means you're trying to push your booty back, just like in the wall squat and the supported squat. We're trying to be like we're seated in a seat and we're upright. It's just really hard to do. So if you fall forward, that's way worse. If you land and you stick it and you're good, perfect. Keep leg curling, keep pulling the ground, fight the good fight, and then you might fall back. That's fine. But obviously the idea is just to want to stick it. And that half squat to full squat, I know I get a little high, but that's because I've done these for a while and the feeling, and I can create what I need to do from about any height and any distance, whether I go full, high, or low. But it's meant to be done from half to full squat. If you can relax your arms, great. I'm not as mobile. As soon as I put them down, I start wanting to come forward. So I'm just trying to keep my form in check like you guys as well. You'll notice when I got on the box, I would step up, leg at 90, and then pull up like that. So we're going to get on the box anyways, get on it right. Do like a step up, leg at 90, pull that hamstring in the ground, then use your quad to drive up. Then you'll feel your glute kicking at the top. Boom, now we're there. Same thing. I should have done an altitude drop down. That's my bad. That was a little loud. Could have been better. Let me get a good one in your mind since I don't want that to be the last one. And if you get to that getting hard to step up, I suppose I'll let you jump up. Just make it a solid jump. Boots to the rear, drive straight in the ground. It's pretty much all the same cues I've been giving you. All right? Boom.